Oh no!
Or Brad Pitt looking in the box at the end
What's
of
in the bag?
What's in the bag?
It's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Hello, and welcome back to Nat One Network. My name is Terry Mayo, and I'm the Dungeon Master for the amazingness that is Whispers and Echoes. Whispers and Echoes is a homebrew Dungeons and Dragons campaign, all set in the Forgotten Realm, and brought to you by the fine folks at Nat One Network. If you enjoy what we're doing on this channel, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so that you're never late to the party. And also, we are super insecure and would love to hear from all of you. So leave us a message down below if you have something nice or not so nice to say. And if you are in need of a deeper and more meaningful relationship with Nat One, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Nat One Network. And speaking of Nat One Network, let me see if I can find our brave cast of adventurers. What? It's a cat.
What up?
Hello. Good morning,
Hi.
Vietnam. How are you guys doing?
Oh, great movie.
Good
Terry.
morning.
It is a good
Awesome.
movie.
It's so
Don't get me so sad thinking about Robin Williams. All right.
Oh. Well, all right. This is the last Robin Williams I'll bring up, except for when I do a Miss Doubtfire voice. I'll do it just for you.
They're supposed to release a director's cut of the Mrs. Doubtfire, but an R-rated version, which would be amazing.
Wait. So how are they going to do an R-rated Mrs.
So they have all the tape from when because Robin Williams did a lot of improv, and while he was filming the movie, a lot of it was just him being absolutely ridiculous, and like, well, we can't use that, but they're going to actually redo it and put all that shit in. So like,
Being the legend that
I
he
would go to
was.
Blockbuster to rent that again.
Go to the mom and pop.
Blockbuster.
And
Yeah.
there's only one Blockbuster left, and it's in the state of Oregon. So,
I'll go there and rent it.
I saw
You
that
could be on their next
documentary as well.
documentary.
yeah.
Road trip. Road trip.
All right. Well, I was going to have our resident rogue do a little skit for us, but he is playing hooky, so he's not joining us tonight.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. This may be unlucky number 13 as far as the episodes go. We'll see. Fingers crossed that everybody makes it through this week.
Luckily, we have 2 rogues.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
but I'm not.
Three if you count Moth.
Yeah.
That's true.
True.
2 bards, 3 rogues,
We have multiple of everything. Thanks to Mom.
2 dungeon masters. We're good. We're set.
Yeah.
Next time, we just all need to be bards and be in a band.
Oh my
Band
god.
of bards, and it
The
would
Backstreet Bards.
Oh, yeah, I'm the drummer.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into episode 13, lucky number 13 of Whispers and Echo.
Ready.
Hope you are ready, because this is going to be a quick intro.
That's what he said.
Bring the heat, Terry Mayo. Bring the heat.
That's right.
Four plays for chumps.
And go.
Actually, where we last left off.
Too much heat. Too much heat. Too much heat.
I brought it in too quick. You don't like that? Where we last left off. The Echo are approaching the outer boundaries of Stonewall. And that is where we're picking up tonight. That was it.
Flawless. Flawless.
All right.
Wow.
So you guys are split. Once again, the party has split itself, finding themselves on opposite sides of the map. Just to show you real quick where you guys are at. Up at the top corner, if you can see it, this is one group of people up here by the Coster of the North. And then down here on Lookout Point, you have Moth and Bree with Ben Rourke. So you guys are at opposite ends.
And we were planning on meeting at the Midnight Inn. Is that what we were doing? That was the plan before?
That was the rendezvous point for you guys to go do your separate things and then reunite. And then again, I know that it was a quick recap and that was fun. But we'll start back with Moth and Bree. The last thing you saw before we ended was Ben Rourke pointing off into the distance, and you saw just this almost endless army of Echo soldiers all there and all pointing towards approaching Stonewall. Up on the hill, up on Lookout Point, it's you, Moth, Ben Rourke, scattering soldiers. You can see their soldiers off to the right, building a bonfire up. Very busy. The same commotion that was going on downstairs with Periwinkle. Kind of that anticipation feeling is going on up on the top of the mountain as well. Ben looks at you guys. I had sent for you. Out on the horizon when the Echoes showed up, I thought it a bit coincidental that just 48 hours earlier you arrive in town, and then now we have this. Can you shed some light on what's going on? Moth, you mentioned something.
Well, listen. I think at this point the information I have might be a little late. I might be a little late to the party. The best thing we can do is try to get as many of the people out of here while we can. Judging by what I'm seeing out there, we don't stand much of a chance. And there is a couple exits that we might be able to slip through without them catching us.
Go on. You mentioned something inside the Serpent Shrine, an exit.
The Serpent Shrine, we ran into soldiers, and we were sent essentially on a mission, but they don't realize that we're not still part of the army. So they conveyed in us that they plan on coming through, and that's what I was trying to convey to you, to give us some time, not realizing that they're right on our door already. If we can take out what little forces that they have, and it is little, in the Serpent Shrine, there's an exit we can sneak out of and possibly get as many people out as possible. The other option that we have is through Ollie's hut, or house or farm or whatever the hell it was. There's also a door in a secret entrance, and I'm wondering if we might be able to get out of there as well. The third option is we get the hell out of here by boat, because I don't think that's blocked at this moment. Is it blocked, DM? Sorry, I didn't.
Is what blocked? You get the
seaway, the sea passage.
As far as you can tell, it's open,
Okay.
but yeah, you don't have a full 360 view.
Yeah.
What you see is all of the southern border. The mountain itself is kind of blocking the ocean view that you might have, so you don't know what's going on over there. And then behind you, obviously, is the north, and You don't see anything back there.
As far as I know, there's 3 ways out. You have multiple tiers to this city, and we need to get as many people out as possible before they're all dead. Now, as long as the people live, this city will live on. So why don't we get them the hell out of here while we still can? And you have moments to make this decision.
A few things caught my ear as you spoke. You're no longer with the Echo, that's what you're telling me?
No, I've been privy to some information that changed my mind as of late.
And you feel like this attack is imminent, obviously. Well, they haven't moved.
What do you feel? They're just here for a show.
I wonder. I mean, when they first appeared, I panicked, just like you probably panicked the first time you saw them. But they're not moving. If anything, they're gathering. I do think there's an attack coming. How imminent, I don't know, but...
If I may, why you sent for us? You said you sent for us?
I did. I thought it was coincidental that you showed up with Ruby. And I was wondering if there was something nefarious going on. And B, I was hoping I was wrong and that you, like your friend said, had better intentions.
I have an idea, if you don't mind.
What are you gonna do? Rogue.
I agree that we need to get the citizens out of Stonewall, the people that can't fight out of Stonewall. Stonewall itself is more of a symbol than anything. If it falls, all of prosperity falls. If it falls, this war is over. I can't go anywhere. The military's not going anywhere. Any able-bodied person that can fight, I feel, should fight. I'm not forcing anyone to stay. If you feel your place is leaving, then that's on your conscience, not on mine.
Of course you need to stay. I know you. I know the kind of person you are. And being the de facto leader of this town, they need you around here. They will also follow any kind of decision that you make. And I believe that if you surrender the city, the bloodshed will be minimal.
I don't mean to... Rourke, I'm with her, but the only difference that I'm stating in this matter is you're no good to your people dead. And again, Stonewall is more, from the gist that I get from the people in it, is more of an identity than it is necessarily the walls and the buildings. It's more the mindset of the people. You can rebuild a city. You can't rebuild an identity after it's been snuffed out. What I would recommend is getting everybody out of this city, buying us time to do that, and getting yourself out as well so we can regroup and come back stronger.
Roll for persuasion.
And what? 1 moment. Sorry, lock into my character.
So as this is going on, what you both see is, again, the people are lighting or getting ready to light the bonfire up on top of Lookout Point. You do see, just like Rourke is saying, that there's an army amassing outside, but they're not really advancing. But that's definitely, you're seeing that there's activity. You're seeing there's things being built. You're seeing that they're preparing. Moth, what did you roll?
15.
Okay. Don't think I haven't had this conversation with myself, Moth. And I go back and forth, and I wonder if you're right. Ultimately, I know the value of Stonewall, and I know what it can mean for the people who are leading it. If I'm here with just a small garrison, then I'm here with just a small garrison, but I'm not leaving. I've been stalling a bit, trying to get people out as much as I can. I didn't know about the Serpent Shrine. I didn't know that that even existed, and I'll have to talk to you, Lasha, about that another time. But we've been working with the Thieves Guild, Kudus, the new leader, about a tunnel that he's been working on, slowly bringing citizens in there, slowly. I don't know if you've heard or not, but we've been under siege for a minute. Supplies being cut off, finances being cut off.
No, I didn't know that. But of course you consider that, right? Could you hold on? And how much you can hold on? Because if there's a way out, there must be a way in. And maybe we can actually provide and prolong a siege, a longer siege. I don't know for how long, but it will give us some time and maybe gather some more forces. I mean, if you're working with the thieves, maybe there's a chance.
Does Stonewall have friends in, say, Red Star?
Yes.
Okay.
How much time would you need for us to get to Red Star and back?
It would take you longer to get there and back than... If anything, if you could send the entirety of the Red Star Army here to help defend, that would be amazing.
Well, if we had a boat to get to Red Star, we can get there much faster. Would you agree?
Yes.
Ruby owes me a favor. If you allow us to take that boat, he will take us to Red Star. I will get that army, and we will come back in full force, or with enough boats to get everybody that's left here out. If you can hold off.
One more time, roll for persuasion.
Nobody patriate Filius Spiritus Sanctus. It was just Easter. Come the fun.
As this is happening, Bree and Moth, and everybody really, this low moaning, like a horn. You can hear it coming in the distance, and it's coming from the Echo Army. Being in White Star, being trained, you know that's like a call of no quarter. It's announcing that they're there. It's announcing that they're not planning on taking any prisoners. Moth, what'd you get?
Go ahead.
So just a little bit of a question. Do we know, based on our experience training with the army and everything, that they will be able, or do they have like a policy of maybe not killing everyone and just, not totally annihilating the entire town or something like that? Like, do we have an idea that is more like blood,
right,
destroy everything, or more like a...
Right. So the no quarter is basically meaning that they're not going to let anybody survive, that anybody that they find in this battle is no more. Usually it's blown to let the people know that if they don't intend on fighting, this is their chance to leave. Moth, what'd you roll?
I rolled the strongest 10 you've ever seen.
I was rooting for you so bad, man. If it's a boat you need, we've already put so much munitions on the Ocean Jewel at this point. It's part of our battalion. We do have boats you could use. They don't compare to the Ocean Jewel, obviously, but if you can fit as many people on it as you're saying, or you feel like you can, maybe 20, 25 tops, maybe. But that might be doing it.
It's going to be tough to persuade Jewel to not just take his boat back by force.
Well,
It's either his life or his boat.
I was hoping to at least...
Same as the town. We can take it back later. He can take the jewel back.
I don't think you understand how... I mean, I've had a decent conversation with the man. I don't know him as well as, say, others, but... Man, it seems like you were talking about identities. His identity is that boat. Just like your identity is this town.
Moth, I think that you don't understand the people from this town.
It's perhaps right. I'm not from here. I'm from the wilderness, but I'm just saying that when we're talking about identities, this man's not leaving his ship. I don't think that captain's going to leave his.
Look, I don't want to keep you any longer here than you need to be. If you're going to fight with me to save this town, then I'll use every hand, every sword, every bow I can use. If you're intent on helping other people escape and that's your purpose, then you have a boat. I know that Kudus is digging a tunnel.
Where can we find him?
If you feel like the Serpent Shrine, Kudus, I would have thought you had found him yourself by now, Bree, but he's and he kind of stomps on. It's been a couple days.
Yep.
So Ben Rourke kind of stomps on the mountain with his foot, and he kind of points down.
Gotcha.
Who's under the mountain.
2 boats. Let's take 2 boats.
You have a boat, Moth. You have 1 boat.
What's the name of the boat that I can tell Jewel? I can't make any promises, but...
Well, you can always rename it, but the men have called it the Flaccid Dinghy.
Great. That'll go over real fucking well.
Well, like I said, you're welcome to repaint it and call it something different. You know how sailors get. They have a sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
What is the flaccid?
Flaccid Dinghy?
Uh-huh. Okay. Make it a mental note to look for a flaccid dinghy in the port.
Yeah, the flaccid dinghy that'll fit about 25 grown men is about what you're looking for.
All right.
We'll do that.
A lot of grown men for a flaccid dinghy.
I'll run it by Jewel, and we'll see what's. If not, my objective would be to get as many people out of the city as we can, get to Red Star in haste, and hopefully come back with enough help. If not, you seem like a decent man, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I wish you luck too. I mean, it's whether you stay here or you leave, it's going to be treacherous.
Yeah.
So the horn is still blowing in the background. That boom, that long blow that y'all recognize. As you're standing up there on the mountain, Ben kind of goes back to his men, looking out. They light the bonfire. What you can see down as you're looking out, because you're looking out over the city, past the choking goat, and you have the fortified bridge, and it almost looks like ants coming towards the bridge, the outer poor parts of Stonewall. Kind of just, you see bodies just kind of trickling towards the fortified bridge. The Echo Army still not moving, still there. And I am going to shift gears a little bit. So down at the docks by the Coster of the North, Kellen, Cask, and Zada, you guys were there. Boot had joined you at one point.
And we immediately killed him.
Immediately murdered him, and you took all of his stuff. Congratulations!
I have these chest plates.
There's a lot of money.
He has this much money.
Lying sack of
We are
shit.
rich.
So, almost instantaneously, you had no clue what is going on, but all of a sudden you started hearing this horn, and just like Moth and Bree, you're familiar with what this horn is and what it means. You see a fire growing on top of Lookout Point. You hear a commotion coming from the fortified bridge, which is maybe 150 yards from you, maybe. And then you start hearing the screams before you see anything. But you just start hearing it, it's growing, and then just bodies starting to charge towards the fortified bridge from the poorer parts into the safety of the fortified city. Guards coming from out of nowhere inside the city to charge the bridge and try to hold back what they can.
We can see that.
You can see that from where you're at. You have a vantage point. I don't know if you can see the mark on the map over where the coster is, but you're on the docks.
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
right, you're right there. And the door itself, so this is all open. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. This is all open, so you can see the people coming. And then even though it's raised, you can see that they're all headed towards the fortified bridge here. Okay.
You heard that?
Oh my god. Oh
It
my
is the
god.
sound of imminent death.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We need to leave. We need to
I
get
would
out of
say
here.
It's a good idea to expedite our plans.
But what are they? So the bridge is up. I guess we don't have to blow it up anymore. That's kind of disappointing.
Objective accomplished. On to the next one.
But we still need to get the ship. We need to get on.
Oh my god. We're all going to die. Oh my god.
No. We don't know that yet.
I mean, we are going to die eventually.
Oh my god.
Well, wait. You don't know that.
I mean, fair. There's always, I guess.
What do we do?
a
What do we
possibility.
do? Do we still go to the inn? Moth and Bree? Oh my god.
Do you see that? Look at all those people. They're just
Yes,
gonna leave
but
them
what
back
do we
there.
do?
Oh, yes.
So you do
See-
see the guards running towards the bridge. It almost looks like just a merging of people meeting in the middle. Can't really see a whole lot, except for every once in a while you'll see a sword go up or a shield go up, and it looks like it's encroaching back. You do see coming into the safety of the city, like trickling of people, 30, 40, 50 people sneaking by, but much more getting pushed back than sneaking by. And just the noise level coming from the bridge is intense. As that's happening, Mazzy's tower, straight back into the city. You can see a bright light shining at the top of it, as almost like a carbon monoxide detector. It's just got this beep, 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 almost as like it's an alarm for the town. Citizens start running towards their homes and whatnot. Just the commotion that's going on around you and within the city is pretty intense right now.
We do need to get out of here right away. But which boat looks the best to steal?
I think the Ruby Jewel seems to be the best, right?
Yes. Should we just get it and meet where? What about? Oh my God, Kellen, help!
How many men are on, or in, on, around the jewel?
Right now, there's some of the guards that were standing guard there have run towards the bridge. You do still see activity up on top of it, and within it, maybe on the docks itself, maybe half a dozen, maybe. On the boat itself, you don't know. Zada, since you're looking towards the boat, can you do me a favor and roll for perception?
I can indeed. 16.
Okay. All right. Out of the corner of your eyes, you turn to look at the boat, and you are like doing a mental note, almost as if it's there and then gone. You almost feel like you may have seen a glimmer of boot running past off towards further into the docks. But then, was it a trick of your eye? You don't know, but he's not there anymore.
Wait, what
Did you guys see that?
the hell?
See what?
It looked like boot.
All those
I
men
don't know if
getting
it
into the
was.
city? It is
Where did
going
he
to be
go?
a slaughter. Kellon, you know what that horn means.
Yes, I do.
It means we are going to die.
Well, not yet. As far as I know. Well, maybe. I think first thing is we need to get to the meeting place. We need to get everyone to the Midnight Inn. Is that where we said we were gonna meet?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Then let's get there quick and figure this out. If they're not there, maybe we can meet them at the org location.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go.
I like your running motion, Kellen.
This is my tiny, this is with my tiny legs. No, don't do
I'm
that.
going to sleep. We are running towards the midnight.
Running towards it. Okay.
Up
So
ahead.
as you guys are running, again, you're running through commotion. You're running through people that are just spreading out in every direction. As you take one final look back, Kellen. Kellen. Cask. Sorry, I'm gonna do Cask since you are a lot taller. Sorry. As you take one final look back at the bridge, Kellen, you see a familiar face. It looks like it could be a sergeant that you recognize from White Star. Yeah, White Star. White Cross. Sorry, White Cross. From White Cross. Was it him? Don't know, but it really looked like it was somebody. And that goes.
Did you say Cask or Kellen?
Cask.
Me. Cool.
As you keep running past Mazzy's tower, back around Meeps to the grave, you're headed towards the Midnight Inn. Is that right?
Starting, yeah.
Okay.
That's where we're supposed to meet, and then
Okay.
we'll wait for a little bit.
Moth and Bree, what are you guys doing?
I jail. There's an echo. I will jail. Don't die, and I'll start running. And I will make sure that whenever I see Periwinkle, I will just stop, turn back, hit him in the balls, and then run to the other side. That's really important for my character progression. So I had to do it.
All right. Do me a favor. Roll a percentage die just to see if you even see him. So let's. If it's over 50, you saw him.
Okay. We did a dice roll, like a death camera.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10.
Okay. All right. So as you're running, but you were intent on finding him, but Periwinkle must be busy doing.
He's hiding, of course, that fucking coward. And I'll keep running.
Before I run after her, I wanted to turn to Ben and be like, and as I'm kind of backing up and pedaling away, like, Ben.
Yes.
Or far, I thought he went back to his Ben. That's why.
Yes.
Who in Red Star should I be asking for?
1 second, and I'll tell you. I wasn't expecting you to ask.
Who would? We? Never.
Good job, team.
Yeah, we're the most oblivious.
Put that intelligence to work.
It's almost like we're seasoned D&D players.
Plus 0. I feel like this would be a normal conversation.
All right. You're looking for General Ranklu Aubergine.
Ranklu Aubergine.
Aubergine.
I can't spell it, but Ranklu Aubergine.
I would ask you to spell it, but we don't got the time for that. I'll see you Ranklu Aubergine later. Good luck, mate. And I'm gonna just kind of
Dwarfish fellow.
Okay. Ranklu Aubergine.
I'll send it out.
Phonics.
It's Rankloo.
I have aubergine.
Ranklu and then aubergine. Oberjyn.
Like the vegetable. Aubergine. No?
Is there a vegetable called an aubergine?
Or the city in Hong Kong called aubergine?
That's
Or like the name that I just made up on the spot.
Yeah.
Named aubergine.
All right. And then I'm gonna catch up to Bria. She's kind of screaming about coward.
Fucking coward!
Why are you so angry, little one, all the time?
Well, do you think this is time for 1-on-1?
Good call. We need to meet back at the Midnight Inn and meet up, and I need to convince potentially somebody that. Well, anyways, I need to convince.
Ruby Jill, that you're a good friend and everything. Yeah, we need to talk about that. We
All
need
right.
to talk about that all of a sudden relationship that you have and whatever. Yeah, that's weird, guy. Weird.
Yeah, let's keep that between you. That's not public knowledge for everybody. That's a big guy, little one thing.
Sure.
There you go. All right,
I get it. Yeah.
And we're gonna run to the midnight.
Okay. All right. As you guys reconvene at the front
Actually,
of the...
beforehand, are we running past the sinkhole?
You went a different direction than the sinkhole.
Damn. I guess that's a mystery we'll leave behind.
All right. As you guys meet up again outside the Midnight Inn, you do see Bertha, and she's frantically bringing a lot of that stuff that they had set by the door outside, putting it inside of a carriage. Brandel doing the best he can to help. Ruby just almost picking up the entire bar and putting it in the back of his carriage, or at least what he can. Feels is important. All right. You hear the bells. I think it's time we should get out of here. What? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Who's the first to arrive?
It would have been Moth and Bree just because they were so closer.
So, do I see Jewel?
Yeah, you run up on them. They're all outside. Brandel, Bertha, Ruby.
All right, Jewel. I had an opportunity to speak with Ben Rourke. We got to get the hell out of here. You ain't getting the ocean, Jewel, but we got a ship. We got a great ship, and it's gonna blow your mind.
Survival mode. Let's go. Let's go. Let's save your mom. Let's go.
Where's the rest of you?
Don't get here. Just go. Find him.
Little one. Calm down. Give him a minute. Give him a minute to get here. They'll get here. We got a little bit of time. They're not gonna just catapult them. Give them a minute. We're not gonna leave without our group. Have you heard of the flaccid?
I'm not talking about. They should go with the cart. They need to start moving. Otherwise, they're going to. We can catch up with them.
To the flaccid dinghy.
Yeah, go to the flaccid dinghy. Find it. Look for it. It might be a lot of shredded or something. I don't know. You need to find it.
Bree, roll for strength for me.
Straight.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Natural.
A 1? Oh, a natural 20. Okay.
I'll show you the picture.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. Ruby attempts to grab you by the scruff of the back of your shirt, just to be like, little one, calm down. But you slip right. You're so wormy that you slip right out of his grasp. Tempted to grab.
Climb up on top of his shoulders. Slap.
You fall back down out of his grasp, and he's like, look, everyone, stop talking. Moth, start talking. What did you say about my ship?
All right, so your ship is very important to the defense of the city. Ben Rourke won't give it up because it's full of cannons at this point. He's offered to give you the flaccid dinghy, which has room for 25 people. We can take that, go to Red Star, and try to get some support for this city. That's what I agreed upon for basically us getting a free ship. We can get some soldiers from Red Star, come back, get your ship, and now you have 2 ships to sail around and plunder with.
You think I would go for that deal? Is that what you thought?
Well, it's either that or we're going to be leaving on foot, and that seems a lot less, or at least a lot more shitty, if you ask me.
So you see him lean over, kiss his mom on the forehead, put her up on the cart. Brandon, take care of mom. Go to the ocean, Joel. I'll be there shortly.
Oh, we're really going to do this?
I'm not leaving me shit behind, no.
I understand, but what if that's the last chance for the defense of this city? Ben Rourke's a good man. You want to just leave him to die?
Moth. Where are the rest of you guys?
Are we just arriving?
If you'd like, yeah.
I'm holding my hip as I walk through the city with a cane.
Wait,
I'm
are you
chewing my
actually
nails.
having issues with your walking?
No, I'm just pretending to be an old man.
He changed into a...
Oh, that's right. You're an old man, but I gave you up.
Yeah.
Hold on, Zara. Moth, you talk a big game. I don't know what you've been drinking lately, but you're making a lot of sense.
Yeah, he's super smart now.
I'm not super smart. I was trained to be a captain for a few years, but when it comes to battle, I'm somewhat smart. I feel like I'm your average bloke. This is the options. This is what we need to do.
This is the time to do that.
Yeah.
This is the time. This is your time, Moth.
Yeah, what do you say? Can we take the flaccid dinghy? We can fucking rename the ship. Who gives a flying fuck? Let's get the hell out of here. And then we can come back and get your ship.
Let's rename it.
Fine. Tell you what. Fuck. I don't even know what to tell my men. The flaccid dinghy's not going to carry every seaman I have.
Of course not. Of course not.
I'm going to be leaving a lot of seamen all over Stonewall.
I walk in at that moment.
That is. I think that is a compromise that the town will appreciate.
Listen, I'm all for thieving. Steal a smaller ship that doesn't have all the cannons, and then we can get all the seamen out of Stonewall and not have it all over the place.
I thought you wanted me to make something explode.
Well, it looks like plans changed, little one.
We don't need to explode the seamen.
We've got to get out of here.
Actually,
We do.
Kellen, you have the stuff to make something go blow.
I do now.
Do you want to explode the jewel?
No, I don't want to do that. But
That would be a great thing to do. Let her go down with flames of glory.
all right.
Well,
All right.
I think that will happen if we don't take it. Right?
All right. I'm gonna go to the jewel. Get my mom. Get Brendel. Can you get to the flaccid dinghy in time? Start loading up some of your men. We can't leave Everly behind. He's my right-hand man. I do kind of want to leave some sort of booby trap. Do you think that you could set a time device to blow if it's tampered with, Kellen?
If it's tampered with?
Yeah, like if Echo soldiers were to come into town, right? They start meddling around. Boom, it blows up almost like a booby trap. You ever heard of a booby trap?
Yeah, I please, come on. But I don't see what good it's going to do here in the city. I mean, maybe if we got it outside of the city and like when they were trying to get in, but doing it in the city is like blowing up our own people.
Do you want to go out into the city and do that?
No, not really.
No?
You should do it. Can you do it? Can you do it, Kellen? Can you do it?
Really?
Yes.
Is that what I must do?
My thoughts are this. You said there was a back entrance through the Serpent Shrine. You mentioned that the Whisper had gone out that way. What if you were to set a trap inside the shrine, so if anybody tries to come up, kaboom.
Wait, come on. But then no one else can use it.
Exactly. So we need a way back in. I tell you what. If somehow by any graceful thing of destiny, we're able to survive, and the siege lasts longer, they will need provisions eventually. Right?
Why are we not taking the ruby jewel?
Because
compromise.
I mean, I'm a man of my word. Are you, Kellen?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gave my word that I would leave the Ruby Jewel in exchange for a different ship, so that way they would have some defense at the port because all the cannons are loaded on it.
Why does that matter? They're leaving their own people outside the city to die.
Well, they're actually not trying to do that.
We saw it. They have the bridge up. We can take the jewel.
We don't.
They have the bridge up. They have the people forced back. So, I mean, any sense of honor that you think that this who is it, Ben Rourke? Any sense of honor you think he has, he's not using it. He doesn't care about the people out there.
I can tell you that he cares about the people in here. That I can speak for, because I just spoke with the man directly eye to eye, and he basically is doing everything he can to save the city and the people at the same time. But I'm not the captain of this crew, and I think the person who should probably make this decision is... And I'm going to look over at Cask and be like, him. He's, in my opinion, the wisest of all of us.
Wait,
So
you're pointing at him?
Cask in the corner just chewing on his nails. His hair is like spiked straight up and his eyes are just discs. Me?
Cask, now's the time to step up, mate. Not, what are you doing?
What do you mean step up?
All right.
Okay, I have a confession, you guys. I am a fraud, a phony, a fake. I have never been at sea. I am no legendary pirate, much less am I a soldier of any kind. I just share tales I've heard of grand adventures, but cast the spotlight on myself in their stead. I have never been in a more dangerous situation than I am afraid.
What? we all say it together.
I didn't say it. I'm gonna
No, I
walk.
think it was perfect the way you said it.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk right up to Cass. I'm not angry. I'm just really disappointed. And I'm gonna turn around and be like, I take back what I just said. Let's take the fucking jewel.
That was better. Oh, all right.
Are we down? Are we taking the... You're confusing me, Moth. You're confusing me, everybody here. What?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I ain't got time for this shit, and the longer we delay, the better the chances we're all going to fucking die. So if you want to get all your men out of here, it's the only fucking ship to do it. Otherwise, we're taking the flaccid dinghy and the fucking dried up whatever, jelly bean, and we gotta get the hell out of here.
All right. Huge smile comes on
You
Ruby's
are
face.
sacrificing all the people inside the... What?
They're sacrificing all the people out there. They shouldn't be doing that. They just need to get out of the city. But they're leaving everyone here to die.
Oh, I
For
got
their
an
own prides.
Kellen, I got an idea. Jewel, would you play me in a quick game of Baldur's Bones?
Wait, what the
No,
fuck?
no, I will not. But I will, because you've done me proud today. And he's smiling, even with y'all bickering. And if you let him, he's going to give you a big man bear hug if you let him. Patting you on the back and just, I have never been so proud to call one of my own men. And look at Latir. I cannot wait to get all of you tatted up properly in my army. But I don't know if taking the Ocean Jewel is appropriate, but I've never been known to be appropriate. So, Bree, you look disappointed.
Yes, I am. But that will be between him and I later. And that's it.
All right. I'm going to go catch up to Mima and Brandel. Gather your stuff from here. You've left God knows what upstairs in the rooms. And I don't know who this elderly gentleman is, but I assume he's with you now. Condolences on Boot and the man wizard. But welcome to the party, Grandpa.
Real quick, Jewel, before you bounce, how many people can fit on the Jewel?
Oh, roughly 150 if we cram him in.
Okay. My second question is, how many men are in your crew?
34 counting me.
So we can fit some people.
I want you to find, on your way there, every single person that wants to leave the city, and we fill that motherfucker to the brim before we leave.
Like Meep. Meep was a good man. He gave
The
me
orphan children.
they're not here anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
If
much-
we're all in the, go ahead.
How much time you have?
You hear the horns. God knows. I mean, they could be attacking right now for all I know. But I would feel a lot safer being on top of the Jewel and getting ready to set sail, if that's what we're going to do.
All right, you take the Jewel, send some of your men to find hopefully 120 something souls, 100 and whatever. I can't do math that well. And we pack it to the brim. Because I said I'm a man of my word, and I said I'm either going to take people out of the city, or I'm going to go to Red Star and bring people back. So at least let's make good on that, all right?
I can see eye to eye with you on that.
Ruby,
Yes, Kellen.
is there any other way out of the city for the people that are on the bridge?
Well, you heard the horns just like I. If they don't want to be here, they're free to leave.
How would they leave if they're on the other side of the bridge?
On foot. I mean, unfortunately for them, it means they're in the clutches of King Danelle, but you heard the horn just like I. If they're caught here when the advance starts, then you gotta.
We ain't got much time, Kellen.
If they can get across the bridge, is there a way for them to escape the city and get away from King Danelle?
If they were to come in to the city center or get out of the city center.
Be able to cross the river. That's what separates them from the north and the south lands, right?
Honestly, I'd rather be outside the fire than in the fire. And right now we are sitting in the fire. The folks who are banging the doors, like you said, to get in, they're free to leave. We're not. Unless we're on that boat.
While they're doing all this, do I see Yasmin and Varu? Are they still in the
Not
tavern?
outside. You haven't made it inside the tavern or anything like that. The only people
Okay.
that you did that are outside right now are Ruby and then just citizens. Yeah. Bree and Kellen, I can tell that you have apprehensions about this, and I do apologize. I mean, my goal coming here was to get my mom out of here and to get my ship, and it seems like that's a possibility. I have no. The last thing I want to do is leave Stonewall on top of a flaccid dinghy, and I hope you all feel the same.
I have no problem with that on the subconscious. The thing is this, you're basically sacrificing our friends and leaving them with any chance of even defending themselves a little bit. We are being cowards. But if you can live with that,
Bree,
Fine.
let me chime in here. One ship is not going to hold off the entire fleet of the Echo and the Whisper. We know what we came from, we know who we are, and we know our power. That's the reason why we're in power. We need to get out of here and survive so we have a fighting chance if we are going to take up arms against the Whisper and the Echo ourselves.
I say my piece, Moth.
All right.
So Ruby just kind of looks at you, Bree, and Trust me, I feel it. I feel it right here too, Bree. And if I'm a coward, I'm a coward, but I'm a pirate at heart. And I'm taking care of my own. I'm taking care of my ship. But lift your head. Stand tall. The choices that you make yesterday, leave them in the past. And focus on what's ahead of you. And what's ahead of me is getting the fuck out of this city. And I would love it if you all joined me.
We're going to leave this town one way or another. I know that.
All right. Gather your stuff. I'm going to go catch up with Mom. We'll figure out how we're going to get my ship back. Everly and the crew, I know they'll be excited to do this. Kellen, if you find good use for that explosive, no need to let it go to waste.
I'll try and find somewhere. I don't know where.
All right. So Ruby takes off running down the street, kind of trying to catch up to his mom, you would assume. What would you guys like to be doing?
Has anybody seen Zada?
Hi?
No.
Is Zada frozen?
Oh no! I thought I was still on my way.
I was watching your eyes and you weren't blinking. It was like either he's dead or he's frozen.
Yeah, he was walking towards the inn or something to check on his lovelies.
Oh yeah, that's right. The twos.
Okay.
The twos.
So Zada, as you enter the bar, it's almost like a ghost town.
I was hoping to walk in at the moment in which Ruby was embracing Moth.
Oh, okay.
And I could just say, I knew it.
You should have heard what they said before this.
All right. Fair enough. The bar looks pretty abandoned. It looks like a shell of what it used to. Pin drop. You can hear it inside the building. Very eerily quiet inside. That's the first floor. As you travel up the second floor, looking in the rooms, Yasmin, Varu, they're not in there. You do see telltale signs of like them leaving. The bed is unmade, that kind of thing. The smell of ember in the air. But there's no one else in the Midnight Inn right now.
While I'm in the room, I'll just put another piece of wire in my mouth and just send a message just in case they're in the vicinity.
How far does that reach?
120 feet.
Okay.
I believe. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, 120 feet. Hey, it's me. I just want to make sure you're okay. I don't know if you'll get this or not, but let me know if you are.
Yeah, you don't know if she got it or not. I mean, you don't have to roll for history, but you do remember that they were talking about heading to the sewers at some point to meet up with Axel and the rest of the Pride. But they're not here right now. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Do we have anything else that we need to do here? There's nothing else here for us.
I know that time is of the essence, but I am also afraid I have never been on a boat. Not since my father was lost to the sea. I was too young to remember the temperament of the weather that day. I don't know if he just went out for fish and didn't come back, or if he was lost in the storm, but nonetheless it has rooted in me a deep fear of the sea.
I really was a fan of you for the last 2 days. I don't know what the hell you're saying anymore.
I am frightened, Moth. I am frightened of death. I am frightened that one day I want the world to know the name Cascolan Lionel. I am frightened that it will not be able to hear the prowess of my great adventures.
gonna grab him by the thing and shake him a little bit. You're Cascalino. You're the best damn fighter I know. You've sailed the 70,000 seas or whatever the hell they're called, and you'll do it again and again and again. I don't care if everything you've said is bullshit. That's who you are. Do you understand?
I am inspired by your words, but I am still so scared. Please, lend me your bravery.
I'm gonna take the big axe that Colin gave me, and I'm gonna hand it to him. Here's bravery, and I'm gonna give it to him and drop it in his hands.
Oh my! How do you even throw these things? Oh my god!
That's a great axe. You don't throw that.
It's not a hand axe.
Yeah. Okay.
I just
Just if somebody comes at you, swing it.
Well,
Okay.
wait a second. If I'm like coming close, don't. No.
Well, I mean, use your brain, but we got to get the hell out of here, guys. We don't got much time.
Are you guys outside or inside the tavern?
I think we should all be like walking out. 'cause
Outside, yeah.
We didn't have anything in the Midnight Inn, right? Nothing
I'd probably grab a few bottles of alcohol.
if they had any left, right?
If there was any left, or food, whatever. Let's just grab it and.
And then does anyone have any idea what I should do with these explosives? Just hold on to them.
yes.
What?
What if you blow the choking goat?
What if we actually take?
I really don't want to blow the choking goat. That sounds terrible.
Maybe quite the distraction.
You know,
expect the choking goat to get blown.
Look at that. That gnome's blowing that choking goat. Weird.
What if besides the
Call off the attack.
what if besides the jewel, we also steal the flaccid thingy? Point the flaccid thingy. Directed it towards the army and exploded to them.
That would be pretty awesome, I think, but I don't think that the army is coming by boat.
Create a
Send it under the
distraction.
bridge.
Maybe should we? I don't know. Like I think that we should blow something. I think that the group collectively should blow something together.
Sounds like a great idea, to be honest.
I don't know where this is going.
That last syllable.
So as all this is happening, again, I'm sorry, Zada, you're inside the tavern, or did you come out?
So in my head, I went up there to check to see if they were there. They weren't there. I sent a message, came right back down, saw them leaving. So I grabbed the most expensive bottle of wine that I could see in the tavern, and then went out after them.
Got it. Okay.
And then poofed my disguise, so I'm back to normal.
Oh, I love that it took you that long to poof.
Yeah.
All right.
We need to find Boot.
I think Booth is already on the ship, to be honest.
Why would he?
I could have sworn that I saw him.
You'll have to ask him when we get there, Kalan.
Let's get to
this is happening. As you exit the Midnight Inn, you see these three figures starting to approach you, followed by an extremely large figure, really looking like they're like happy to see you. Cask, you recognize and can confirm that the face that you thought you saw is indeed the face of an Echo Sergeant that you recognize from White Cross.
Okay.
Do the rest of us recognize this guy too?
Yeah, you all would. He was pretty notorious for being kind of a a-hole a bit.
All right, tell me about him.
Oh, fantastic.
So who you see before you, if I can pull it up, is Sergeant McLean. Fiery
CPK,
redhead.
motherfucker.
CPK. Fiery redhead. Constantly has a cigar in his mouth. Just a douchebag of sorts. You don't recognize the people with him, but you can assume if he's here that they're part of his brigade as well. The large figure that's behind him, you don't see, but it's almost twice the size of a human. It looks almost even taller than a Goliath, larger than Bonebreaker, but fully shrouded. Has a hood on, and it's coming down below his eyes and his nose. Following behind them, almost like in a drollish kind of walk, and that's what you see approaching you. So the lost Echo. I'm glad we found you. Can you direct me towards Ruby Jewel?
I hide behind Moth.
I hide behind the axe.
What do you need with Mr. Jewel? He's a little bit predisposed at the moment.
Well, I mean, it's fun and games here. I mean, right, from one Echo to another. Good times are coming. We're taking over Stonewall, but unfortunately, I believe Mr. Ruby Jewel won't be joining the parade with us.
What is that? What do you have against Jewel? He's been nothing but directing us the right way. I mean, we've came here, did our task like we were supposed to. We were trying to leave, but the whole city's on lock.
Well, I mean, it's beyond me. It's higher than my pay grade, mate. You know about that. But when your name's on a list, your name's on a list, and you gotta go. You gotta go.
I'm gonna kind of veins gonna kind of start popping out my neck a little bit. I'm gonna kind of move forward. Be like,
what list is Mr. Jewel's name on?
So, pardon my manners. Sometimes I forget that you got blokes that just cadets. You don't know the ins and outs of the higher up in the hierarchy, but once the Whisper put you on a list, it's not long before your name's crossed off that list, if you know what I mean.
Well, the last time I saw Mr. Jewel, he happened to be all the way over at the Stone Fist Lumber Mill. He's getting some wood for the long journey on the Leaky Flaccid or whatever ship they were taking, I guess.
The Leaky Flaccid, all right. Pirates have such a sense of humor when it comes to naming the ships, don't they?
Oh, yes, sir. Is there anything you need us to do before we try to sneak out of the city?
Well, why would you try sneaking out? I mean, the fun's just beginning.
Because I want to get on the other side so I can help fight my way back in. It's kind of a game I like to play called Get the Fuck Out to Get the Back In.
Right. Moth, go ahead and roll for deception, will you?
I keep forgetting why I let him talk.
I don't know either.
You've been doing awesome this game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slip up a Moth. I can only keep it together.
Yeah.
Solid 8.
Solid 8.
Slip of the tongue.
Big guy like you ought not try to lie to little old me. We've got eyes inside the city that say that Mr. Ruby Jewel's been spending a lot of time with you.
That he has, and a big guy like me, even though, sir, I wouldn't have a reason to lie to a guy smaller than me. Guy bigger than me, and I'm going to look up at the big guy. That might give me a reason to lie.
Well, I don't see your names on this list, but maybe I could do Echo a favor and give him a freebie. What do you think? And kind of just nudges his friends.
All right, I'm gonna attack immediately.
Okay. All right. So you'll get that attack. So everybody, let's go ahead and let's roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. So here we go. All right. So Sergeant McLean, busy yapping his jaws out of nowhere. Mr. McKella, take your shot, sir.
All right. So I am doing two things. Hey, so you're saying I can be right in front of Moth where he is right now?
You're small enough that you can wedge yourself in there.
You can occupy the same space as a person as long as they're on your team.
Okay. Oh, you can't?
For friendly, you can't occupy the same space as an enemy.
All right. So I'm stepping right in front of Moth, and I'm going to shoot out Thunder Wave.
Okay. All right, so originating from you in a cube, Thunderwave.
Yep.
15 feet, right?
15 feet. So they all have to roll a DC 12 Constitution. A failed roll. Let's say it's 2d8s. So we got an 8 and a 4. So 12 damage for people that get hit, and 6 damage for people that don't get hit.
Okay. Anybody, and then no one goes to the ground. Okay. All right. So you do see that they all get hit. The soldier on your right looks like he's taken a brunt of damage as this thunder wave just comes loose, sweeping over every single one of them. The sergeant looks like he turns enough to kind of accept the blow. Same thing with the man on his right. Person on his left caught unaware and just really takes it the full force, as well as the large beast in the back. And as it hits him, the thunder wave knocks back his hood, and you see just this mound of scarred flesh, different pigmentations, some green, some white, some pink, missing an eye, but just kind of taking it and looking forward right directly at you.
Like looking undead?
He's looking undeadish.
Okay, so are you moving these guys back where they are? 10 feet?
Yeah, they go 10 feet, right?
Yep. Whoever got hit. Before I make my next move.
Everybody that got hit, or just the ones who took the full force?
Everyone that took the full force goes back 10 feet.
All right. And then you're first up, right? All right.
Whoa. That was further than...
It was 10 feet, right? Okay.
What? I think you moved the zombie guy back a little bit too far. There you go.
All right. So that was your surprise attack. That was your round one. So now we're going straight into...
Do I get still a bonus too?
Yeah.
Or do I not get a bonus?
Not on the surprise one, but on your next round. You're
Okay.
starting off the top of the order, so you can.
Okay.
Actually, you're not. I'm sorry. It's Bree. My bad. All right. What you guys noticed as the sergeant was talking, out of nowhere, Tiny Kellen just lets loose with this thunder shock, this thunder wave, knocking two of them back. And it is on now.
They're here to kill us. Kill them first.
Oh!
And Bree, you are up. Cast, you're on deck.
That's all I needed to hear. And Little Devil goes for it.
Ooh.
So I'm going to sneak attack this guy. So that's 17 to hit.
Okay. Are you attacking the sergeant?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And it connects.
I'm attacking with my sword, please.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's 13 total.
Okay. All
And
right.
then 14 total.
14 total? Okay.
14 total. Yeah.
Take
That's
that one
okay.
extra one.
Yeah.
All right. So Breeze, you come around with your short sword, just kind of out of nowhere, not even waiting for the thunder force, thunder wall, thunder rolls, whatever it was, to finish echoing in the air, coming and sliding with your short sword up, slicing into the oblique of the sergeant. He had recoiled, so you took him unaware and just sliced all the way up. You can see that you're connecting with ribs from the short sword, just ting, 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 all the way up.
Yeah.
And he's he felt it. He felt that.
I'm gonna move 1 to the back. That's it. Keep in here like local.
Are you stepping out of his? Are you stepping away from him? Or are you disengaging? or what's
I
going
am. I am, but I can do it
Yeah,
without
okay.
consequences.
Consequences.
Consequences? No.
All right. Anything else you can want to do?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cask, you're up. Kellen, you're on deck.
Okay. I will grip the metal of the pommel of the axe, and for a moment my eyes go wide, but then I am able to kind of reclaim myself, and I close my eyes for a moment and say, in Tabaxi, Nula, bless me with the strength needed to persevere. And when I release my little prayer, I will cast Mirror Image. So suddenly, 3 of me spring to life around me, circling me. And I open my eyes and I say, ha! You are all so screwed now!
All right.
And that is all.
Oh, they're screwed. All right. All right. Cool. Anything else that you can do, want to do, or is that it?
That is all I can do right now.
Okay. All right. Kellen, you're up. Moth, you're on deck.
Cool. So I'm going to. Let's see. It's pretty far away. If I try to throw like a Molotov cocktail over this guy, I guess I can move to the side. I guess I can do that. I'm gonna move. Oh, but then I'd move out of the way of this other guy, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you'd move out of his attack range.
But then Moth is still there, right?
Yeah.
Moth would take it, right? I'm just thinking, like, if I try to throw something over this guy, is he going to be able to just swat at it?
I mean, if you're trying to throw it over him, I'd probably have you roll with disadvantage if that's what you were trying to do.
Gotcha. Well, I have these new dice.
Well, let's roll them.
Yeah. I'm gonna try this.
All
I'm
right.
gonna try to throw with disadvantage. I guess throw a Molotov cocktail over to the zombie guy.
Okay.
Wait, is Bree push back or she moved back? Okay, never mind.
I moved back. Yeah.
She moved back. Okay. All right. So first one is a 14 and a 13.
And you're throwing it both at the zombie, at the large guy.
Yeah, it was disadvantage, right?
Okay. Yeah. So the well, okay, then never mind. You barely miss. So this is what it looked like. With a 13, you lobbed it over the gentleman in front of you, who's about 6 foot tall, overcompensating to the point where it goes high, but then lands about 10 feet in front of, just right behind the sergeant. What is your Molotov? Any kind of area damage it does or no?
It's a 5 foot area, I believe. So it's
okay. All right, so it lands behind the sergeant, just really catching the brush on fire, but not really damaging anybody.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to use this new ability I have called Eldritch Cannon.
Eldritch Cannon!
Eldritch Cannon! Cool. So, what I'm doing is essentially... I have my cannon. It's actually just a flamethrower attachment to my arm that goes into my backpack, and it's basically just fuel. And I'm gonna just blast fire at the two guys right in front of me.
Okay.
And what this does, it's a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
From where I designate and they have to make a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
which I think is a DC 12.
Okay. Ooh. All right. They both failed on that one.
Cool. So they both take 2 d8s fire damage.
Ooh.
And 7. So that's 11 damage to both of them.
Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, you follow through with your flamethrower attack, just igniting both of them, almost as if they're distracted from the lobbing action that you did before. Both caught them off guard, and then boom, you're just roasting them from the floor up. Not dead, nothing like that, but they are. You do smell that burning smell of meat on you. All right, Moth, you are up.
All right, so I'm very angry, and I'm kind of confused, and the startlement of Kellen springing into action got my blood flowing, and the veins just kind of erupt, and I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Everybody take cover.
Run, Kellen! Run!
We have a moth! We have a moth!
I'm going to use reckless attack, and I'm going to come down on the big fella in front of me with his with my great axe.
Okay.
Got advantage, so that's a 17 or so 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So I'm going to come down with my great axe. I'm going to just kind of aim for the trap as I come down, trying to connect directly on it, right between the plating and where the neck is. And that is going to deal 8 points of damage. And then all of a sudden, my eyes are going to roll back to the back of my head. And then anybody who's looking at me can see the ground kind of starting to shake a little bit. And this blue aura starts whirling around me. And if you look closely, it almost looks like waves. And I'm going to reach out my hand to the guy to the left, and this 10-foot swirling cone of water is going to connect directly with him, and then lightning is going to spring out of my arm and zap the guy to the left of the guy I just connected with the great axe.
Okay. All right. What is that one called again? I'm sorry.
So I am using my storm aura, which is the C. So I gain a 10-foot aura effect when you start your rage as a bonus action on each of your turns. When activated, one creature of your choice in aurora takes lightning damage. You have to roll a dexterity saving throw.
14.
14.
Okay. All right. And you're doing it on the one on the left, right?
Yeah.
Failure.
Okay, so he is going to take 5 points of lightning damage.
Okay. All right. Both of them clearly taken off guard with the fact that you just hulked up right in front of them and went into a rage, taking the damage of the guy on the sergeant's right or on your left, jolting from the electricity that's running through his veins right this minute. Anything else you can or want to do, Moth?
Take a long rest. No, just kidding.
Before I kill anything important, I would like to. Okay.
No, that'll be all. So I had my action, my bonus action.
Okay. Kellen, I am going to have you move one way or the other, just because it was brought up that you shouldn't be ending your move right there.
Well, I'll be moving to the spot where I'm not getting attacked.
I'm not going to do an attack of opportunity because it's my bad. But go ahead and take the move.
I wouldn't be an attack of opportunity in this spot.
Okay.
You shush.
All right, so Sergeant McLean, welcome to the party, pal. Is looking right at looking right at you, Moth, and he is going to swing on you with his own Lark's weaponized steel, and he rolls a 1. So again, you see him, everything that's been happening, taken off guard completely, still on fire, almost like the steel is too hot to be holding in his hand, jumbles with it as he swings towards you. You and your rage and your dexterity are able to just knock it out of the way like it's nothing, doing no damage to you whatsoever. But you are putting the fear of whatever god he believes in his eyes. And that's all he's going to be able to do right this minute. Zada, you are up.
Just gonna cast Firebolt to someone.
Yay.
So I turn the corner and point my staff at, I guess, this guy on the left.
Okay.
My right eye glows with a fiery ember, and then fire shoots out from the tip of my staff.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, that sucked. That's a 10 to hit.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Clearly, just flies wide of him. Whether it's because there were people in the way or not, you may never know. Maybe because you've been having trouble with your fire staff for the last couple of campaigns. But it just flies wide, and it does not come out. Anything else you can or want to do?
I duck back behind the hay.
Hey.
Hey.
DM, real quick. There's supposed to be 2 more points of damage on the guy I hit with the axe because I forgot the rage damage.
Oh, okay. On the one you hit, or the one you did the thunder on?
The one I actually hit.
Okay.
Guy right in front of me.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. So you do see the person standing right in front of you, Kellen, still kind of jolted with energy, still trying to put some fire out on himself, but he is not a happy camper today, and he is looking right at you, swinging down on you with his own great axe. 14 to hit. Is he there? 14 to hit for Kellen?
That is not hit.
Okay. All right. And that's his movement. All right, so he is going to be standing there. He takes his swipe at you, still really just jolted from the lightning, but he does completely miss you altogether. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the other soldier, the other Echo soldier. He draws back a bow, and he is aiming at you, Bree. And 18 to hit.
It hits.
And you're going to take 6 points of damage, Bree. The soldier just letting loose with his bow, really just angry at this point. Letting it fly straight at you. It hits true, hits you right in the shoulder, and it really, you feel it penetrating deep. With that, he is moving back and out of the way. As he moves back, almost in unison, you see this large beast coming towards you, Bree. What happened?
Sorry.
Nothing.
Oh shit, I'm not muted. Sorry, my bad.
And he is going to be. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to get distracted if I look at the. All right, and he is swinging on you with just these mammoth fists. as he like reaches up to come down on you. You see that from the forearm all the way up to his wrist are just wrapped in gauze after gauze. It doesn't even make fists anymore to grab. They're just two big hammer-like things. And the first one is coming down. 17 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. And a 13 to hit.
It doesn't.
Okay. Swinging at you with one hammer fist, you're able to dodge out of the way, but not quick enough before he comes connects with his left hand right into your stomach, taking the wind out of you, and you are taking.
Ow.
Yeah. Sorry. You're taking 10 points of damage.
Gulp. All right. With
that,
Take
he's
up
just
level.
he hits you hard, and he's still just lumbering over you, and that's what you see. That brings us back to Bree.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit that guy.
Okay.
I guess I don't have sneak attack, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, you're the only one there.
Okay, so that's
Donkey show.
that's 15 total to hit.
Okay. Yeah, you easily got him.
Okay, good. So that's 9 total.
Okay. As you fight back from the wind being knocked out of you, you get your short sword and make your jabs. You don't see any blood, you don't see anything, but you did hit true, and you did cut him. All right, Bree, anything else you can or want to do?
Yes, I will move back.
Okay.
I will move.
Disengaging?
Yes.
Okay.
Here.
Okay. All right. Cask, you are up, and then Kellen, you're on deck.
Okay. So as my action, I am going to pull out of my pocket that shiny tomb shield that I found that's gleaming gold and had King Baran's symbol on it, if I'm not mistaken. And then I'm going to say, Viva la Resistance! And cast Vicious Mockery at the guy in the very back and say, what's wrong with your skin? You should use some moisturizer.
Okay. On this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
11.
Haha! That will be 3 psychic ouchies.
All right. Okay. All right. He felt it. Migraine moment coming on for a soldier. Okay. Anything else you can or want to do, Cass?
Nope, just pulling out the shield, and I've got my 3 illusions rotating around me.
Okay. Got it. Kellen, you are up, and then Moth, you're on deck. If you're talking, you're muted, bud.
My bad. I'm gonna use the flamethrower again. Really, just
Okay.
fucking char the shit out of these guys right in front of me.
Okay.
And again, that's a dexterity 12 saving throw.
All right, guy on the left, miserably failed. The sergeant beat it.
Okay, so it's 5 damage for the full, and it gets half of that, so it'd be 2, right, for that one that beat it.
All right.
And I'm actually going to move to the right. I'm gonna shift, and I know this will probably have an opportunity attack, but let's try and take that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move right there.
All right. Before you do move out, the sergeant sees that you're about to be shifty, comes down with his great axe and a reaction. 13 to hit.
No.
Okay, yeah, and just axe hits the ground where you used to be as you nimbly take off. Okay. Anything else you can or want to do, Kellen?
Yes. I am still going to. I'm going to throw another Molotov at the guy that's furthest from me.
Is this a bonus?
The one that
bonus
just got the
action?
vicious mockery on him.
Okay. As a bonus action, is that what you're doing?
No, so my bonus action is actually the flamethrower.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Sorry.
And then, so this is
I
my
thought that's
normal
right.
action.
Yeah.
And that is a. Ooh, that's not a hit. It's a 9.
Okay. Yeah. No, you didn't. You didn't hit. Yeah. Sputter on your mechanics, but it didn't ignite. You did hit him. All right. Moth, you are up.
All right. So I'm going to relift my axe up, and I'm going to come back down like I'm chopping wood with all my anger, and I'm going to come back down on top of the same spot. And... yeah. That probably won't hit. So that's going to be a 7. I don't get. Do I get advantage still, or is that just on my first attack?
No, you did your reckless with advantage, right?
Yeah. So okay. So 7
on the sergeant.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you missed.
Okay. So as I come down, and I still have this blue energy wrapping around me. The blue energy is kind of looks like water, but it's like more of a mist that's kind of just floating around me in almost like a water spout form. My eyes are still pure white. My hand is crackling with electricity, and I'm going to just reach and grab the captain by his neck and try to electrocute him.
Okay. Are you trying to touch him or grapple him?
I'm using the same. He has to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Right, but you're not trying to grapple him by grabbing his neck or anything.
No, I'm just. Well, I guess I'm trying to just squeeze electricity into his throat until he dies. So whatever that is.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and do your thing.
So roll a dexterity saving throw and
12.
So this will hit. And this is gonna be 2 points of electric damage.
Doing the electric choke. All right. He did not die, but you did cause some little sparks to ignite in the metal in his teeth. Yeah, he felt that one.
Well, okay, while that's happening, I'm just kind of pull him in and lock eye to eye with him as my eyes are kind of rolling back.
I think you've had your action and your bonus action.
Well, no, is that... I guess you never... Did I grapple or not grapple? Sorry.
No, I wasn't making you grapple.
Okay, all right. My bad.
Okay, so the guy that you just touched, he is not happy with you right this minute, and he is going to come down with his own great axe towards you. 19 to hit. Fred?
Hits.
Or Moth?
Hits.
And you are taking 10 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Great axe is, what is that? Is that
that is, what do you call it?
Halved.
Slashing. So I take half, yeah. So 5 points.
Rage.
Yeah, it's slashing. All right. And that's his movement. That's what he is doing. Zada, you are up.
how much cover is over here?
You probably got about half cover in those bushes.
All right. So I sneak over there, and then I cast Mage Hand, and I try to pick up the arrows out of the quiver of the guy, and just whoop.
Which guy?
It doesn't carry 10 pounds. This guy.
You're trying to steal his weapons? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, the arrows that he has in his quiver.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to sneak over there to him. All right. Roll for stealth. Let's see what you do. Or yeah, roll for stealth to see if they saw you. Number one.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yes.
All right. Look at you, the sneaky. We have another rogue in our midst.
Another rogue.
And then roll for sleight of hand to see if he is able to detect what you're doing.
All right. That is a 10.
Okay. He does see you now. As you're reaching into his quiver to come, you jostle it because it's they're stuck there pretty much.
With Mage Hand.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I for whatever reason I thought you were sneaking up behind him, which with this group I was okay with that line of logic.
Yep. On brand.
But he does shift enough to like knock the quiver loose, look back around him, and you didn't succeed.
Damn.
Okay. Anything else you can or want to do?
I duck in the bushes.
Okay. I'm going to sneak up on the guy. All right. So, soldier right next to you, Kellen, is swinging down on you now.
Wow.
Ooh. He rolled a 1, so he did not
Ooh.
hit you.
Yay.
But again, this guy is feeling your fury. You've ignited him with everything you got. He looks terrible. He looks like he's on his last leg. And with the half-hearted swing, it doesn't even if it did connect with you, you don't know if it would have hurt you much. And that is his movement. The other soldier who was viciously mocked, yeah, he is actually going to go after you, Kellen, as well.
Try me.
16 to hit?
No.
Okay. All right. So the arrow just flies right over you, the advantages of being minute.
I take my shield and I go clink
Clink,
and deflect it away from me.
Okay. All right. The arrow just lands kind of at your feet, Zada. You're like, oh.
Perfect, it worked.
Mage hand works every time. All right. And then next up is your friendly neighborhood death guy. He is fixated on you, Bree, and coming right after you. And again, just the repeat moment. He lumbers towards you faster than you would expect someone his size to do it. And before you can even move, he's already up in the air again with both of his fists. 4 to hit.
No.
And 17 to hit.
Ow.
Okay. Make sure I get this right. And you are taking 8 points of damage, Brady.
Okay, I'm down.
All right. So what you guys see is this behemoth coming up on Bree, chasing after her one more time, misses with this huge club fist. Bree's able to dodge out of it as low as she can crouch, and then from out of nowhere, his other fist just comes down on her back, taking her wind out, and she's down on the ground. You don't see Bree moving. You don't see signs of life at this point, but she is down on the ground at this point.
Avenge me!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay.
Is this our first downing of the campaign?
Yep.
Oh fuck! All right, let's do this, guys.
The
All right.
downing.
So
The downing. The
Cass,
downing.
you are up, and Kellen, you are on deck.
seeing this happen, I'm going to do two things. The first thing I'm going to do is cast Dissonant Whispers at the guy who just attacked Bree, downing her. So I'm going to say, as my three illusions surround me, I'll just say, Nula, eviscerate.
Okay.
And so he has to make a wisdom saving throw. And I will go ahead and roll 3d6. On a save, he takes half damage.
7. Wait,
All
7.
right. So he takes a grand total of 6 damage. So I cast that at level 1.
All right.
And there's something else. It must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or a pit.
Okay.
And the second thing I will do, as my bonus action, I will say another prayer. I will say, Nula, please, allow my friends and I to leave this place unharmed. And then I will pop my Mantle of Inspiration. As a bonus action, I may spend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to grant 5 temporary HP to up to 4 creatures I can see, and that can see me within 60 feet. So everyone who's up right now, I believe Kellen, Moth, Zada, and is that everyone? Kellen, Moth, and Zada? Okay, so
That's it.
them. You guys all gain 5 temporary hit points. And after I'm done here, you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your movement speed without provoking any opportunity attacks. So lastly, I will use my movement speed of some feet to just move 1 space to Bree. Is there somebody who's over here, or did she get shot with a bow?
Bree?
She got fisted.
Yeah, she got hammered in her back and she's down. There's no one else over there, just her.
What did she get hammered?
With the guy that you just moved back with the Dissonant Whisper.
Oh, okay. I didn't see him move. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool. No problem. So I'm going to move my movement speed over to Bree, and that'll be my complete turn.
All right. You all feel this inspiration as you see Cass jump into action bravely, coming to the aid of his friend. Cass is this wall of flesh just moves away from you. You are seeing bits and pieces of meat just fall to the ground from his engagements with Bree. And that is it. All right. Kellen, you are... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. But everybody, if you need, you may now use your movement to move. And you can disengage, basically, without taking an opportunity attack.
So at the same time, we can actually do that.
Essentially. But however, Terry, you want to break it up within initiative order or whatever. So.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to move now, you can. If not, on your turn, we can figure that out.
Cool. Okay, that works. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That was awesome. Anybody want to move right now? Okay. Kellen, you're up. Moth, you're on deck.
Okay, so I am going to again use the flamethrower for the 2 guys in front of me. It is a 15-foot cone, so if I can aim the cone where Moth isn't hit,
Okay.
so it's basically like as if the cone is expanding out in that line. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay.
So again, they do a 12 DC Dexterity saving throw, both of them.
All right. You said 13?
12.
12. Okay. One. Well, I rolled them at the same time. Sorry. 2 and 7. They both fell.
Okay, cool. So they both take 5 fire damage.
Okay. All right. Right in front of you, almost taking the entirety of the flames. The guy's completely engulfed. Reaches up toward his face, clawing it, trying to get the fire off, and he is overwhelmed by the smoke and the fire, and he is no more. The one behind him still up, still brushing the fire off as best he can, and really overwhelmed with this battle right now. Not looking too great.
So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there next to Bree.
Okay.
Be like, oh my god, Bree. Let me do Cure Wounds. Let's see. Which is 1d8 plus 2. Oh, that sucks. You get 3 hit points, Bree. You're on mute.
Thank you.
Well worth the unmute.
I hope I can do that better someday. It's just all this everything that's going on. It's just crazy.
Okay.
Performance anxiety.
And so I'm basically gonna turn around and just be like ready for any attack and protect Bree.
So wait, how it works in? I'm sorry. How did it work in D&D Beyond?
You. As far as coming back up, you got your hit points. You were down at a 0. He gave you the 3.
Yes.
So you're stabilized right now.
Yeah, so I can actually succeed. Like it, I don't know how to.
Oh, how to functionally do it? I don't. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just on the top right corner it shows
Got
your
it,
hit
got it.
points. You just hit
I
the
just
number.
did it. Yeah, I just did it. Thank you.
Get back up. We
Alright.
need you.
All right, Moth, you are on deck. Or sorry, you're up.
I'm on deck on my.
You're up. You're up.
Oh, well, at this particular moment in time, I am going to. My eyes are pure white, and they're going to lock forward, and you're going to see my pupils again. And I'm looking down at the captain, and there's just clouds kind of like shifting through the whites of my eyes, and you can see they're bright blue at this moment. And I'm going to grab my axe with both hands, and the aura from around me is going to encompass the axe and swirl around the shaft up to the top of the axe. And then you're going to see electricity kind of bolting through and charging the top of it. And I'm going to come down. I'm going to use both my action and my bonus action at the same time. And I'm going to chop this guy's head clean off his head, or at least try to hope to.
So explain that one more time. What are you doing with your action?
I'm using my regular action as my great axe and just making my bonus action cool.
Got it. Okay. Cinematic.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
cinematic.
All right. So let's go for your action, just so we can do it streamlined.
Oh shit! Hold on, sorry, I rolled damage. That last roll doesn't count. All right. That's going to be 16 to hit.
Inches. You missed by inches.
Okay. Now roll a dexterity saving throw.
16.
So he takes half damage of. So you can take half damage of 5. So he takes 3 damage.
Okay. All right. All right. Even though your axe didn't hit him, the resonant, the sparks that are flying off your great axe are catching him and just igniting on his skin. As you can see from underneath, it almost looks like they burrow in like worms underneath the skin, and you can see the light trickle from underneath his cheeks all the way up to the side of his head. he's looking really bad right this minute. Anything else you can do legally?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good. All right.
Illegally, I'll attack him 3 more times.
Okay, so out of desperation, almost as if it's like his final hurrah, he is coming down with his own great axe, and he did roll a 20, and he's swinging at you, Mark.
A natural 20 or a 20?
A natural 20.
Hey. Well, this changes everything. That hits.
Don't forget about that 5 extra HP, bro.
That's right.
You are taking, well, it is slashing damage, and he struck you with 20 damage, slashing damage.
So 10?
So 10. And that gassed him. He is up, but as he swung at you, his great axe is staying on the ground just a little bit longer than probably normal. Coming over, making connection with you across your chest, making what maybe in normal times would have just murdered a man. Boom, his axe hits the ground, and he just kind of looks up at you with almost like a give me all you got kind of look. And that is the sergeant. Zada, it is your turn.
I walk up next to Moth, and I put my hand on the forehead of this, not Moth, the dude. I put my hand on his forehead, and I say, "How do you like this?" And I cast Shocking Grasp.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, fuck me. 12.
How do you like that?
You get advantage. You get advantage.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, ooh.
Roll another one.
16.
Again, barely. You barely missed on this one.
Fucking A.
How do you miss him? Your hand's right on it.
It sounded good though. It sounded good as you walk up and you're like, you're like this. Put it on there. The shock reaches your fingertips and then just doesn't really go much else from there. As he kind of jerks away from you. Anything else?
Sigh.
Fucking magic.
I'm not good at this.
All right. Anything else for you, Zada?
No, I just kill myself.
Okay. All right.
That's a bonus action, right?
He's just the wizard or whatever you are that just can't land any spell hits.
All right. You see the other Echo Soldier kind of back himself up against the large boulder in the background, and Zada, he is aiming at you. Uh, 16 to hit.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm just kidding.
You got to? Okay.
Yeah, it hits me.
And you're taking 6 points of damage.
You only take 1 point of damage.
Temporary hit points already in there. It is accounted for.
Hell yeah.
All right, and that is him. He's using this wall as almost like a way to steady himself, hoping it gives him better aim. And then
I just look out my peripheral vision at him, like Goku deflecting a beam that just came at him.
All right, and then next up is this undead guy, just lumbering again forward, almost like he's on rails, coming back to where Bree used to be, but now standing in front of him is Kellen.
And I'm there, and I'm looking at him with like dead eyes. I'm like, try it.
Try it. All right, first hand comes down, and I have an 18 to hit.
That's my armor, so it doesn't hit, right?
All right. Yep. Champion goes to the champion. Second roll is not any better, so it is a 17. 17. So again, you're standing there and your glare looking at him. You feel inside. You know that it was your glare that caused this. As he swings twice and completely misses you with both swings.
Those aren't misses. Those are hitting my shield right there, right on me. I'm just taking it.
Mithril.
All right, and then back up to the top of the order. I have Bree.
So I will be like, did I die? Oh my god, never mind. Let's go into a boat and let's get the fuck out of here. And I'm going to any boat. I don't give a fuck. So I'm just gonna move here. And I'm going to sneak attack this motherfucker.
Wait, you have to go back one.
Sorry.
Sneak attack.
This one? I was here.
Who are you going after, Bree? Just Bree, who are you going after? The tall guy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna sneak attack him. So that's 17 to hit.
Yeah, you got him.
Ooh. So that's it can't be right. Okay. 17 damage.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right. 2d6s and 3d6s, right?
Yeah.
All right. So with the fury of the internal little devil inside of you with your short sword, you saw what it did when you were swinging at your hardest, but now you got all this passion inside of you from being dead, and you just drive your short sword deep inside of this guy's stomach up towards his heart, or where the heart would be. Withdraw it, and as you do, you just see like stitches along the side from where you cut him to start to rip open, and you can see the entrails from inside of him start to spill out on the ground. He's still up, but he is looking really bad.
Take that, man! And that's it. I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. You don't see it. All right, so back up to the cask. You are up, and then Kellen, you are on deck.
All right, with a fearless charge and scream, I'm going to yell, "Ah!" And then I am going to run into the fray, and I am going to swing at this guy who Bree was just attacking. And do I have advantage for flanking, DM?
Jay, it should do. I will give it to you.
Hell yeah. All right, so I will go ahead and roll, and then... Oh! That is a natural 20, which, with the great axe, comes to a 17.
Okay, you got it.
Oh, I got him! Oh, wow! So that is going to be 2d12 minus 3.
Okay.
Oh my god! Hold on. So that is going to be a total of 17 damage with the great axe.
And Cass just found his new weapon.
Oh my! With a -3. Oh wait. Hold on. Did I do that wrong? Oh no. Okay. So 14 damage with the crit. 14. Crit.
All right. Cass, do us all a favor and explain how you dispatch this guy.
All right. So, okay, I was not expecting that. So, Cask will run, swinging the axe with all his might. It will swing a hair's breadth over Kellan McClare's head, maybe shaving just a hair or two, before cleaving right through the neck of this thing, its head popping off and flying into the air as I close my eyes and look away. And that's pretty much.
Okay.
Beep, 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 beep,
And I am screaming. I'm screaming the whole time, just going, "Ah!"
All right. So yeah, Kellen and Bree, that's what you see is this cast coming, swinging, eyes closed, and then boom, this behemoth of a wall of flesh just falls to the ground. Little bits of skin and organs just spilling out on the ground and before you.
Little bits.
It's going. Yeah.
All right, cast anything else that you can or want to do?
I open one eye and I just say, "Oh my God, nulla praise be." That is all.
Got it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right. I don't have it generated, but you are all seeing. We're still in initiative, but you do see a rider on horseback approaching from this direction. If you can see that from this direction, coming over towards this guy. So he is about right next to him right this minute. So that's what you see. All right, and then up next I have Kellen, and then Moth on deck.
So the guy that's coming closer, is he wearing Echo armor?
He is.
Okay. So I am going to, and I don't recognize this guy, right?
No, I mean you're not getting the
Just a guy.
look at him. Just a guy.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go right there. And I am going to again use flamethrower. That's one thing that's pretty awesome about it is it stays active for an hour, so I can keep using it.
Okay.
So again, it's a DC saving throw of is that close?
Yeah, he's right there by him.
Can I use that reaction for movement?
Yeah, if you haven't used it already, I don't.
No.
Cask, has it already
That
worn
was
off? You can use it.
yeah. That was that. I mean, my turn has passed, and that
Okay.
reaction usually is.
All right.
It said the spell says you can immediately use your reaction, but
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I
think-
can't use it if it's not anymore.
if you want to allow it, I mean, I won't stop you.
No, well, since a whole round has gone by since then, so no.
Technically, I think I could have gotten closer anyway. So 1, 2, 25. If I shoot it out that way, would I be able to hit both of them with a 15-foot cone? You think?
From where you're at right now,
Yeah.
looks like it on my map.
Okay, I'll do that.
Looks like it on my map.
Scare the fuck out of that horse. So again, DC 12 dexterity for both of them.
Two for the standing guy. 18 for the guy on the horse. Let me just roll. And a 5 for the horse.
Ooh. Wait, so the guy. Wait, what does that mean? So
Well, the guy's on top of a horse, so the horse failed. The guy on
Don't
top
play
of the
buck.
horse. Yeah.
I got 9 fire damage.
All right. Yeah, that's what you see, and you start to smell the smell of glue and burning hair and flesh as all three of those beings in front of you start to catch fire. Yeah, the clothing starting to burn off of the archer that's been pegging you guys. All right,
Man.
Kellen, anything else that you would like to do?
Yeah. I'll throw another Molotov
Okay.
at the archer.
Okay.
Really make this guy on horseback regret he ever came over here. Does that do anything, actually, by the way, with the horse being hit?
I rolled and he was able to stay on.
Oh, okay, cool. I want to hear that description. that sounds interesting.
We're pushing 10
so-
o'clock. So.
Oh, yeah. So the Molotov, again, is... I gotta roll for a hit. Oh, that's bad. It was a 8.
Yeah, these Molotov cocktails are not your friend. Overexcited from the flamethrower attack and seeing this horse just jumping wildly and the guy Bronco Billy staying on. You throw your Molotov cocktail, it hits the rock behind him, and it's pretty as it sprays, but it doesn't cause any damage. Okay.
All right, that's it.
All right, Moth, you are up.
All right, I'm going to take my axe and I'm going to swing. Actually, let me backtrack. I am going to use. Let's see real quick. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. I am going to use my bonus action first, and I'm going to reach and I'm going to gouge my fingers into this guy's eyeballs, and I'm going to clamp down, and the cyclone of water is going to go up my arm and electricity rattling around into my fingertips and then right through this guy's eyes, and hopefully they're bleeding and all that craziness. And I roll. Where's my character? Roll for. Oh, you have to roll dex saving throw. Sorry, 14.
8.
Okay, so he is going to take 3 points of electric damage.
Okay. All right. So yeah, what you see is this guy again. He's been through hell. It looks like. Still has a cigar in his mouth. As you lay your hands on him, going towards his eyes, the full channel of your electricity coming through. His eyes don't so much pop as they deflate, and then just pop from inside. It just looks like a giant pimple just kind of running down both sides of his cheek. White fluid and blood. And then he tumbles towards you, falls to the ground, and he is dead.
Okay, I'm going to immediately jump on top of his dead body and run forward using all of my 30 feet. And the guy on the horse is on the right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to come down. Let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to come down with my great axe on top of the... I'm actually going to attack the horse's neck.
You're not next to the horse.
You're not. Yeah, you're not next to the. You're next to the archer.
Oh, okay, the guy on the right's not the one on the horse.
No, sorry, the one in the red.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna use my great axe on the archer, and I'm gonna literally just kind of like Happy Gilmore style, running up and then just swinging, and that'll be a. It's only a 12 to hit.
Okay. Barely missing this guy. He's able to back into the rock. You dashing like Happy Gilmore. You're like, get in your home, and you just come down with your axe onto the rock, and it doesn't cause any damage to your blade or anything like that. But you don't connect with the archer.
The price is wrong.
Bitch. All right, Zada, you are up.
I regain my composure, tap the staff on the ground, and just say, fuck this, and a firebolt shoots out towards this gentleman on the right.
Okay. All right. Rooting for you.
You and me both. Oh, good. 24.
Yes!
What?
Easily got it.
Wow! Yes!
All right, let's do some damage.
1d10. And that went off the table. Oh, good. 2.
And luckily, that's all you needed, because as the fire comes, as it shoots towards him, he's in the middle of dodging from Moth. Out of the corner of his eyes, he sees it coming towards him without even being able to react. It just billows deep into his throat, and you see just this burrowing hole where his throat used to be as he leans up against the rock and just slides into his sitting position and death.
I let out a relief of a sigh.
See, magic works, guys.
Whoa, is that a badass?
Wow.
All right. The gentleman on horseback, seeing what has just happened to all these people, regretting his life choices and even joining this. You do see that he grabs a bag, roughly the size of like a pumpkin, but it's a canvas bag. Takes it out, throws it at Umoth. Do me a favor, just make a dexterity saving throw. Just real quick.
So I get advantage on this dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
What kind of dex saving throw am I? Oh, dex. Huh?
But what kind of?
Advantage.
I rolled a 6. Oh wait, advantage. Hold on. I rolled a 6.
Oh no!
2 6s in a row.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Can't confirm.
Yeah. So the bag, it does connect with your chest. The worst you are expecting. You're expecting to take something, but it just thuds up against you, and you hear this wet squish as it hits your chest and then falls to your feet. You don't see any movement in the bag. You don't see anything like that, but it did feel like fleshy, like something was in there. The rider itself is dashing away, or the horse is dashing away, back the direction it came and out of sight. Okay. Yeah, and he is out of sight for this moment.
Are we out of initiative?
And you are out of initiative.
I'm gonna reach down into the bag and open it up.
Okay. All right, so apprehensively, just kind of reaching down. You were not there, so you can't recall back to what happened in the Serpent Shrine. But you are looking in the bag, not really knowing what to expect at this point. One string comes off, another string comes off, and as you start to open it, you're seeing a face looking back up at you. And as you start pulling the canvas down around this face, you're seeing familiar eyes, familiar cheekbones. You're seeing large teeth, one of them pierced, and you're staring in the face of Ruby Jewel.
Woo!
And with that, episode 13 has concluded.
Damn.
Not
That-
cool.
That hurts.
Fuck.
My brother is dead.
Damn.